Hey, and there again, folks. Again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you with another round off my Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler Platter videos, series of videos I've been doing for a little while. We go over there and try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink the stuff, and then I talk about the stuff. Sometimes I'm in my house with the things, and there's a Peter Can Thunderbolt poster involved, and it's a whole thing. And sometimes I do them from my truck, like I'm doing right now. Usually, I'm wearing some kind of cool shirt while I do it. Today, no exception. PM Entertainment shirt. Oh, yeah. PM Entertainment. Check them out, folks. They were a film company that did, like, direct-to-video action movies for, like, a whole bunch of years. Awesome. Love them. Anyway, for any of you folks who watch my show, do the things, you know that, hey, if I'm in my truck, means that I must have just gone and grabbed an item, and that's very much the same thing. I'm not changing formats, folks. I don't have a strong enough presence to go over there and augment what I do. Not that it would matter. I mean, I could literally just go over there and film myself, cartwheeling on fire, and wouldn't matter. So, I mean, it wouldn't matter to me because I'd be on fire, and I can't cartwheel very well, so it's not going to be a good time. It'd just more or less be me falling over and then just burning to death. But anyway, so folks, what am I trying for y'all today? Well, boom! Boom! Double boom. Yes, indeed, folks, we are trying out today Arby's Premium Chicken Nuggets. I guess these just came out not too long ago. I honestly wasn't aware of them until just today. And I have an Arby's not too far away from where I live, so woo! I mean, I guess for all intents and purposes, maybe this is kind of like their shot in, like, the chicken wars that we've sort of been part of, starting with the Popeyes chicken sandwich, moving on to KFC, eventually McDonald's, Burger King, even had the naked chicken chalupa from Taco Bell. Everybody's getting in on the chicken business. This is Arby's. They're chicken nuggets. Like I said, they're premium. So, and from what I can see, just like visually, which is how you see, they look like just basically small, like chicken strips. And chicken strips tend to be, a little bit maybe higher quality than the average nugget. So that's my guess, is that for all intents and purposes, we're like, hey, smaller chicken strips, we'll call them nuggets, they'll be premium. People will buy them like this guy. Yeah, I've never done an Arby's item on the show. I eat Arby's from time to time. If you're around my age or so, I'm 34 at the time I'm doing this. That hurts to say. It's entirely possible that one of your key Arby's moments in your life was when they were on an episode of Simpsons. They made the joke that, I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's. And for a long time, folks, I very much fell into that camp. And I really, there was only one Arby's around where I was growing up at that time, and it wasn't the best. But eventually, when I realized that I live close to an Arby's, I was like, fuck it, we'll try something different. And they're actually pretty solid. Like, I think the only time I've really ever had an issue with them was one time I got a chicken sandwich. This is before the chicken sandwich wars. And it was the saddest chicken sandwich you've ever seen. Like, it was pathetic. But since then, everything's been cool. Anyway, I'm going to eat some chicken nuggets. Now, I'm not just going to go over there and try out chicken nuggets normally. No! Because for me, two things that you have to pass if you're going to be chicken nuggets: barbecue sauce and honey Dijon mustard. If you can do that, then we're going to go with it. Because, folks, I love a nugget. It's like one of those things that I can still just genuinely eat at McDonald's and be relatively happy with. Like, McNuggets haven't really, let me down over the years the way a lot of McDonald's menu items have. They're still just like every now and again, get some McNuggets. But these are Arby's McNuggets, and they're not even McNuggets, they're just nuggets. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'll try one by itself. We'll taste the premium. Because, hey, a good sauce can go over there and cover up the taste of a bad nugget. It'd be all white meat. I actually like dark meat, though. I'm a leg guy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much what I figured. It basically just tastes like I'm eating a very small chicken strip, which is fine. I mean, it does what, you know, it gets the job done. I mean, it's cooked well. The breading's got a nice crunch to it. The seasoning, if I'm honest, I feel is a little bit underwhelming. I feel like they could have maybe done a little bit more with it. But it's not bad. And you get a nice chicken taste to it, so. Alright, yeah. I can rock with that. Dang barbecue. This is usually my go-to sauce for chicken nuggets. I mean, the sauce is solid enough. I mean, Arby's has a pretty good barbecue sauce. Better, I would say, than McDonald's. I just failed that miserably. Thing is, with the chicken itself, it really kind of overpowers it. I mean, it's not. The chicken itself is still doing its job and everything. I mean, it's got good structural integrity and everything. It's doing a decent job of effectively being a dipping utensil for the barbecue sauce. But you really do kind of lose a lot of, you know, the chicken flavor. Once you get through a little bit of the barbecue sauce, you know, you get a little bit of it back. But yeah, the problem for me is that it's a decent tasting nugget, but there's just not enough there. Like, the chicken taste is solid, but like, again, I would have liked more seasoning to give it a little bit more personality. So against, you know, such a heavy flavor like the barbecue sauce, it just can't really contend. And so, I mean, it still tastes good, but again, it's, you know, basically more of the, you know, the sauce's end than the actual nuggets end. So let's try out the honey mustard. Honey mustard, a little bit lighter of a flavor than the barbecue sauce, but still obviously pretty prominent sauce. I do love a honey mustard. I'm not usually a big mustard guy, but honey mustard, that's the business right there. I usually, if I'm going to do honey mustard with like a chicken item, I will do it with White Castle chicken rings. So this is a little bit off kilter. Don't usually do the nuggets with the thing, but we're gonna try it for you folks. I will go over there and cross the paths that no man dare cross. Shot. I honestly don't think I've ever had Arby's honey mustard sauce either. It is a thick honey mustard sauce, so. That's interesting. I think that the nugget goes better with the honey mustard than with the barbecue, because the honey mustard, despite being pretty thick, it gives up relatively quickly, so you get more chicken flavor. But well, it's not a bad honey mustard sauce. Yeah, I mean, that's like the pro and the con of it is that it gives up quickly. Like its flavor is kind of there and then it fades out. The flavor itself isn't bad. It's, you know, got a decent tang to it and everything. But it gives up so quickly that you really don't get to properly enjoy it. That's really weird. I don't think I've ever had a honey mustard that responds this way. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not bad. If I wanted a dipping sauce where I really wanted to still taste the chicken, I would go with this. Just because, again, you do get a bit of a tangy zing, you get a little bit of a mustardiness, but it dials back real quickly. Whereas with barbecue sauce really permeates almost all the way to the end. So, yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, so basically what's my takeaway from this whole thing? Pretty much what I was expecting. You know, like I said, they're basically just small chicken strips. So, you know, the quality of the chicken is probably a little bit better than you're going to get in the average McNugget. But at the same time, you know, what I call them premium, like, no, to me, I feel like they really needed something to give them a little bit more oomph, to really, like I said before, give them some personality, because it's fine if you're using quality ingredients and everything. I mean, like I said, it has a decent chicken taste, but there's really no identity to it. Again, it really just tastes like, you know, chicken strips, which is fine, but, like, if I want chicken strips, I'm going to go to Popeyes, because Popeyes has really good chicken strips, because Popeyes uses really good seasoning. For Arby's, with their chicken nuggets, seasoning's fine, but it's pretty minimal. And I mean, I guess maybe that's the idea, was, you know, again, to let the chicken kind of really, you know, do the talking. I can appreciate that, but the problem is, man, like, you know, again, you can get chicken strips, places, chicken, you know, we have really good chicken sandwiches right now. I really feel like they need to do more. I almost feel like what they should have done was what McDonald's did back several years ago when they had their premium chicken strips. And they had, like, their own, like, signature sauce that came with it. And it was like its own thing. You know, nobody else had this one thing. And I don't even know if you can get the signature sauce anymore, but that was really good. And it made, you know, the item a little bit more special. With this, it's just, you know, some, you know, solid chicken nuggets, but when you consider all the stuff that Arby's has on their menu, especially, they have some really great sides. Of course, they have the curly fries that everybody loves. Jalapeno poppers, their mozzarella sticks are actually solid. Yeah, I just don't. I would just get a chicken sandwich, you know, instead of this. Would I recommend them? Sure, they're not bad. You know, give them a shot. Maybe you'll, you know, like them more than I will. But for me personally, if I'm going to do nuggets, I'm either going to go nostalgic and go for McDonald's, or maybe go get some spicy nuggets from Wendy's. These as are, they're okay. So, anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me. If you could, 5 things for me before I get out of here. Have yourself a spectacular rest of your day, an awesome rest of your week, stupendous rest of your month, a tremendous rest of your year, and if you could go over there and have yourselves a premium rest of your life, that'd be fantastic for me. Final 2 things, folks. Trying to bring some positivity in the world as much as possible. It is always appreciated, though. Sometimes you can't do it, though. I know I can't do it. It's just not possible to be positive all the time. I think you'd explode. If you can't do that, try not to be an asshole. That's usually doable. Again, I have my moments. But, if you can't put positivity out there, let's try not to take it away. Let's try to mitigate that when we can. And the very last thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to do. Maybe you're going to go over there, you're going to come out with your own premium nuggets. And they're going to be like gold encrusted and taste like ambrosia. And they'll cure hepatitis. Sure. Those will be some tremendously premium nuggets. They will also probably cost $800 billion per nugget. Hooray, healthcare systems. But anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me. I gotta get inside. It's 1,000,000 degrees out. I hate the summer. It's bad and it's wrong. And it's blow up the sun one day. Anyway, folks, bye.